Yeah.
Now.
Call to order at 4:02. Ms. Easton? Well. Yes, sir. Guidance saluting the flag.
I pledge allegiance
to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Roll call, we have Ms. Gibbons, Ms. Freya, Mr. Eastless, Mr. Hildreth, and myself, all present. Business from the floor. The board meeting is a business meeting of the board held in public forum to comply with the Brown Act. It is not a town hall meeting with the board. This is the time for citizens to present problems or questions they feel should be discussed. Individuals are encouraged to address the full board, not individual board members. Law prohibits the board from taking action on items not on the agenda. Request to speak cards should be filled out in advance and presented to the superintendent, executive assistant. Instruction for submitting remote public comments can be found on the website busdk12.com under the tab Board of Trustees. The board has a policy of limiting any speaker to not more than 3 minutes. The board limits the total time for public input on each item or topic to 15 minutes or 5 individual requests to speak. The president may review the submitted requests to speak or take a poll of speakers for or against a particular issue and may ask for additional persons to speak only if they have something new to add. Citizens who have commented on or against a particular issue may be asked to provide written statement for the record or to sign an agreement with written comment of another citizen. All names will be memorialized in minutes. With the board consent, the president may increase or decrease the time allowed for public presentations, depending on the topic and the number of persons wishing to be heard. For the record, please state your name.
not at this moment.
We'll close for closed session at 4:04. At 5:11. We took no reportable action at closed session. Next, we go to presentation. EXP Summer Internship Program. BUSD students who participate in EXP Summer Internship Programs will present along with Ms. Patty Negretti and Senior Program Manager Barstow.
Good evening, everybody. Thank you so much for this opportunity to have our interns doing their presentations today. For those of you who do not know, my name is Patty Negretti. I am the Senior Program Manager for EXP. I would like to thank Mr. Gutierrez, Dr. Williams, Mr. Godfrey for allowing us to be here tonight. For those of you who do not know, EXP has been in contract with the school district for a little over 16 years, right, Mr. Godfrey? I know you would know that. He's the one that started it, just for those. But EXP, we empower the youth to step confidentially into tomorrow's workforce by connecting education and industry through mentorships, real-world experiences, and early career opportunities. But none of this would happen if it weren't for the industry partners who host these great interns. So I would like to thank Albert Muncie with Desert Ambulance, Anne-Marie Hammond at Coldwell Banker, Jackie Nelson at Studio 841, Iris Massimini at Pretty Clean Car Wash and Storage, Nancy, Aaron, Marissa, and JR at Barstow Industrial, Lisa Kiplinger Kennedy and Melanie Bernat, Barstow College Foundation, and of course, Michelle Carter at the Media Center here at the school district. But, also the parents, guardians, and grandparents, thank you so much for allowing your kids to participate in this program and getting them to their workplaces on time. So, but without further ado, we'll start with the presentations. So the first one is going to be Heidi Rodriguez, and she interned at Barstow College Foundation.
Okay, so this is my presentation for the internship. I worked with Lisa and Mel in the back at Barstow College. And yeah, my name's Heidi Rodriguez. So before I started, I just knew it was like an organization to like help the students. I didn't really know much about it because they just told me like it was a foundation. So I just thought it was gonna be like kind of strict, and like mostly I was excited about like working with them and just learning new stuff. So what I experienced, so while working with them, I did a couple like spreadsheets about people and their donors. And a lot of them was like organizations throughout Barstow, some from the hospital, and just like overall all the even students or like people who like contribute and like help them out in some sort of way. And I just learned like a new program while I was like inserting the spreadsheets into. It's like an easier way to like email and keep in contact with like donors and like thanking them. And I thought it was a pretty cool app. And like they helped me a lot. Like Lisa and Mel, they just like influenced most of that. And I had fun doing it. So, and then a challenge that I did overcome was like talking to more people because they did introduce me to a couple people around the college. And I had like this interview with Arroyo West, and I had done a project for social media to contribute to the college and like building their Instagram or like Facebook and like LinkedIn and stuff like that. And I was like nervous, but it was like I overcame it. So it was. And then I learned about communication skills, teamwork, and organization skills. And then I just learned the importance of like asking questions and like learning how to work with others, because I feel like that's just like a life thing that you're gonna have to deal with, and like learning to work with others and even help others. So, and then one thing that surprised me was the most was like the environment. Like I didn't think I was like, I thought I was gonna be like kind of shy, but like I really opened up to them, and they're like the best. So I love that. And then I just became to like be more comfortable being uncomfortable, if I can say, in a way. And then what I'm gonna do, where I'm going next, I kind of just want to focus on school right now. I do want to get into like student resources once I'm like in college. And I want to stay on top of that. So I do want to go to a 4 year. And I think with this, it kind of helped me see a little insight about it. And some skills that I probably will continue using will be like time management, problem solving, and communication skills overall. And it just shaped my life to like be more motivated. Like I feel like anytime I was with them, I would see like their worth ethic, and I think it motivated me to like being like them in a type of way. And that's it.
Next up, we have Ivan, who worked at Barstow Industrial.
All right, how's it going, everyone?
All right.
All right, so this is my summer internship, my reflection for Barstow Industrial by me, Ivan Benrostro. All right, so when I started, I felt a little confused about like what I'd be doing there, even though it was a hardware store. I was trying to think like maybe like what would I actually do there, but for the most part, I thought maybe like stocking shelves and things like that, hardware nature, right? My expectations weren't like I was gonna do anything so great because it's my first job, first thing I've ever done, but I felt pretty prepared for it. Like I said, mostly cleaning stocking shelves and stuff like that. Some challenges and excitements. Something that really excited me was one of my coworkers, his name's Matt. He got hired 3 weeks before me. So I felt like I was learning with him on his side. But I also think that could be seen as a double-edged sword because we were learning together, but we were together most of the time, and some things we both didn't know.
There you go.
But even if we didn't know it, we always had our boss, JR, to help us. So, all right, some skills to gain. As soon as I got there, I seen that the store was kind of a maze. It's honestly crazy to see some of my bosses. You ask them for anything, they're like, oh, come on. Because I couldn't find nothing in there my first day. And there's actually also a saying my boss had where if they didn't have it, you don't need it. So there's that.
I love it.
Look at it.
All right, so some of my projects was I tried organizing a lot of stuff. Like we put a lot of price bin tags on a lot of stuff, putting stuff in the system to make sure like comes up when we're ordering more, and trying to help customers to my best of my ability. So, and on the bottom, on the picture right there, that's Jeff. See him stocking some shelves right there. All right, next slide. And some shout outs to my coworkers. Matt was my biggest help throughout the whole thing. He taught me all the basics. Even though he was there 3 weeks, he worked at a tire shop 20 years before that. So knew a lot more than me, I could tell you that. But even if he didn't know something, I could go to JR and tell me what I need to know. There's him there, he was crimping a hose. And what I learned was I learned their part system and what everything meant. It wasn't too hard of a system, but I'm good with computers, so I learned how to talk to customers and where to take them if they needed help for the most part. I learned how to find little things that were wrong with items and find spots that had no items. And I learned how to be organized with my team and receive all packages with the most efficiency possible. So there's that. And my reflection is I feel like from when I started that I feel more mature and confident when I talk to people. And like I feel like I could always come and talk to people like this, but when it was customer service, I was a little bit shy and I didn't like, what do you need? Anyways, where I'm staying, I actually got hired at Barstow Industrial, so as long as I'm in Barstow, I'm gonna be working there, and I think that it really helps with my transcript for future jobs after I go to college, and because we know you can't get no job without experience now. So, and I don't know if you could play this video, but this is let's see. I'm not sure.
You gonna sing?
Huh?
You gonna sing in the video?
No, I'm not gonna sing. So there's some stuff, you know, cool cutting stuff. I couldn't get to it because I'm not 18 yet, but hopefully I will be able to because I'm still there. All right, but that's my slide. I didn't put a thank you thing, but thank you guys.
Thank you.
It was nice to get a phone call from Nancy, who's the office manager. She goes, Patty, we were so impressed with Ivan. We want him to stay with us. What do we need to do? That's totally up to you, you know. Thank you for taking him. So now he's, you know, working there part-time and they're just very pleased. So, yay.
Awesome. Good job.
Next. Studio 841, Raina.
Hello, my name is Raina, as we wait for my slide to show up.
Breathe, Alex. No pressure.
Hello, so this is my final reflection for my internship at Studio 841. My name is Raina Hill. Where I started, well, I couldn't help but be nervous. Like, I knew it was a salon, but I didn't know what I was gonna do. I thought I was gonna sweep hair all day or just like watch them cut hair, but I did get to work the front desk. And I thought that was gonna be challenging as I never really answered phones like that. But it was easier than I thought, and it helped me improve my social skills a lot. It was really nice to meet all the staff. What I experienced, I was welcomed to a beautiful community full of talented hairstylists, and I got to do a lot of work actually. I got to do inventory on shampoo, conditioners, all kinds of hair products. I did their laundry for the towels, I restocked them. I did a lot of calls, I took out the trash. created a lot of appointments, and I learned how to operate a salt therapy room. And there on my slide, I do have a poster I did make for that room as well. And there is still a special on that. Not to advertise, not to advertise, but it is pretty great if you want to check it out. I did learn a lot as well. I learned how to speak to customers efficiently, how computer inventory works, and it's surprisingly easy. I just get to scan things and it gets put in the computer, and how to manage my time with several different tasks, as I had a lot. I feel like I can talk to people more confidently amongst crowds even, and I reinforce the notion that it's okay to ask for help, especially when you're new. With skills I gained at Studio 841, I can now look for more job opportunities. While I was never really interested in cosmetology, I do see like a possible future. Even though I love science, I know that there's somewhere else I can go to, and I improve my social skills. And even just a front desk experience can be versatile for a lot of different jobs. I even received a gift on my last day, which is really kind of me. So I'm gonna miss them forever, and I really had fun working there. And thank you for letting me present to you today.
Thank you.
Thank you, Raina. Next up, we have Desiree Ambulance. Christina.
Hi. So, me and my other coworker, Nico Zamora, we both interned at Desert Ambulance. My expectation was I watched like a lot of like health videos and stuff, so I kind of knew what I was getting into. But because I used to like watch like a lot of like movies about it and stuff, so I was like, okay, so I know what I'm gonna into. Like I prepared myself before. I didn't really expect my first day to be like so crazy and chaotic, but that's what you just have to expect when you're working at the ambulance. Yeah, so my first week, it was pretty chill. I got some calls. I went on some calls with like DJ and Christian. They're really funny people when you're like with them for like a whole hour because they always tell you guys some funny jokes. They also helped me like learn some stuff. There was like one time where we got a call all the way at Baker's, and by the time we got there, it got canceled. So then we got another call as we were leaving, and we went to that call, and that call got canceled. And as we were driving there, we hit something that caused the front AC to go off. And so we called and we're like, oh, what do we do? So we had to stay on the side of the road for a while until we got there. And as we got there, they're like saying some funny jokes, and it was like really fun. I also had like a lot of fun with Tony and Adriana as I went on calls with them. We they helped me like learn stuff. Like I learned how to do IV on people. I didn't get to touch no people because we're not allowed to do all that stuff, touch like the people there. But I got set it up. Yeah. So, do I do Nico's part?
Yeah, what is Nico?
You
can, sure. Yeah.
So I'll just talk on behalf of Nico's part. Pretty much he also got some overtime because we did get stuck on some parts because it's like it was almost our time off. And as soon as like it was about to be over, we got a call, so we had to go to that one. So we did get overtime. Yeah, he was like the only unit available because, like I said, that one call, it was actually our first day there. And so while we were stuck on the side of the road, he was the only unit there that he could actually go to other calls. He spent some time with Daniel and Tim. You can see Daniel on the side and Tim on the other side. Also DJ and Christian, who we also worked with. We all responded to Norm's calls. We made some memorable moments with DJ, who would treat him at the gas station or Dollar General. He liked how he was funny. And while we were doing it, besides us doing calls, we would do like some of the chores, like sweep outside, pick up the trash around, throw trash away, all that. And after that, we just like hung out and like watch TV and just talk. What we learned is like what they do around the place, like
how we all have certain things to do. We learned about the medical technology, like the blood pressure, um, like your heart rate and all the patches. Like we put patches around you to check your heart rate. We also learned like some medical terms. We learned code names that we do like when we give or going to the hospital, like what to tell them. Like we have like a code red, like someone is like having a heat stroke, so they have to prepare everything as soon we get there. Like being fast and focused because once you hear a call, you gotta be up and ready to go and like be prepared for all this stuff. And we also learned about like the levels of hospitals that we take them to, but some we don't. Some of them get transferred there by planes or helicopters. So level one's like Barstow Hospital. You're not like really major. We don't. I'm not sure level two, but level three, you're either gonna get sent to Loma Linda, St. Mary's, like you're critical but not bad. And level four, you're just getting sent straight to Arrowhead because you're like major. Yeah. Um, for me, what I'm gonna do after, I want to do 2 years at the community college, and I want to focus on the health field because as a kid, I always want to do something with the health field. And also, and like as I grew up, I want to become a nurse. But after I did my internship, I want to try working as a medic for the EMT. For Nico, he always wanted to do a chef, and he wants to go to culinary school. And thank you so much for this opportunity. And yeah.
Miss Emily. And Miranda. So we've got Emily Miranda who interned at the Media Center.
Hi guys. We had another intern who we worked with, who we were doing our assignment with, but she couldn't make it here. Unfortunately, she had a volleyball game, so good luck to her. But our internship lead was Michelle Carter, and our EXP representative was Miss Patty Negretti. And additional professionals we worked with was Miss Melinda Vargas, and I can't remember her last name, but her name was Miss Debbie. She works at Herman or Henderson. Where we started.
Introduce ourselves.
Oh, my name is Emily Paredes.
And my name is Miranda Maya.
Where we started, what we knew about the organization. We knew that we were going to be working at the school district. We just didn't know what size. So when we first worked at the media center, we didn't know what we were gonna expect. After the first couple days, our expectations were lots of paperwork, cataloging, heavy lifting. Some challenges we faced was getting all the books organized and making sure all of them were, sent to the right places. And some skills and experience we hope to gain are connections, communication, and problem solving.
Challenges we overcame were heavy lifting and the heat and lack of shelving because there was not a lot of place to stack the books. And memorable moments were Miss Carter feeding everybody donuts and having new experiences and responsibilities, inventory cataloging and making sure each box belonged to the right school. And projects we worked on were organizing textbooks. Some schools we worked on were Lenwood, Cameron, and Fine Arts, and barcoding books.
What we learned, lessons about communication, teamwork, and problem solving. A lesson we were taught was working together to get stuff done efficiently and helping each other out when one of us is struggling. How we've grown since our first day. At first, we were all a bit shy and didn't know what to do, but since then, we became more confident and hardworking. What surprised us about the workplace? How many boxes there were, and again, lack of shelving. There was not a lot of shelving. Skills we developed. We developed the skills of team leading and patience. I'll be reading Savannah's part for her. Where we're going next. Savannah wants to go to a college in California with the nursing program by next year. Her career interests are in nursing and in the medical field. This experience has shaped her future plans. by teaching her to work with other people she's not familiar with and learn to be better organized. Some skills she wants to develop are communication, working under pressure, and leadership. Where I'm going next. My goals for school, college, and training. I want to start my CNA classes to get the experience I need for the medical field. Some career interests I have are welder, ultrasound technician, or NICU nurse. I'm all over the place. Some skills I want to continue developing. I want to continue developing patience and efficiency, and how this experience shaped my future. It's giving me an idea on how to work, how it is to work with other people, and it'll help in the future for when I start my career.
Okay. Where I'm going next, my goals for school, college is my goal is to succeed in school, attend college, and gain skills needed for my future career. Skills I want to continue developing. I plan to continue developing my adaptability and critical thinking skills. And career interests, I hope to be an anesthesiologist, if not, go to the Army. How this experience has shaped my future plans. This experience shaped my future by teaching me the value of teamwork, responsibility, and attention to detail. It helped me build professional skills and prepare me for my future workplace for future opportunities in the workplace.
We didn't put a thank you slide, but thank you guys.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Next is Juliet.
Hi, my name is Julietta Baca, and my internship was at the Putty Clean Car Wash and Storage. Just to paint a little picture for you guys of like the workplace environment, the big building that's on the left of the screen is where I worked. Yeah, the left. And fun fact, on top of the office that's on the bottom floor, the top floor is where my boss and her family actually lived. So that's like cool. Just hold on to that thought because it comes back. And then on the top right is the car wash area. Those are like the vacuuming. I didn't get a good photo of the actual car wash. And then on the bottom of that is the storage units, and I was kind of in that area more. Next one, where I started. When I went in, I kind of expected not a lot. I kind of thought in my head I was gonna be washing cars because that's all I knew the place for was it was a car wash. I didn't even think about the storage bit, but I did expect to be. I thought I would be outside for most of it. And something I was really looking forward to when I learned about the storage unit things was cleaning out a storage unit because I was kind of thinking about storage wars. So I thought it'd be pretty cool to like discover something. And I was also looking to expand my phone and customer service demeanor because sometimes when it comes to like talking to strangers or like people over the phone, I can get pretty shy and I just ask my mom to do it for me. So that's a new thing. And reflecting upon that, it turns that's a type on thing, but I was mostly inside actually, despite what I thought with the outside thing, because I didn't touch the car wash basically at all. I dealt with mostly the storage unit, like paperwork and computer stuff, and taking payments. So I was inside almost the whole time, and it got very cold in that office. So I mean, hot, cold, whatever. And I did get to clean out a storage unit, which was like one of the highlights of my time there. And I really improved my phone skills and customer service skills, which I appreciate for this experience. A lot of my tasks, also that image is my like work desk at the place, but I did daily income reports. I cleared invoices, processed credit cards, took storage unit payments either over the phone or sometimes customers would come in. I prepared items to be mailed to the post office. I sorted through cash, like bills, like making fives, tens, because the money from this the car wash, people would put cash in, so I sorted that. And I would go to the storage units on a more of a daily basis and put locks on units that would pass due. So if you don't pay your unit, you don't get to use the storage. So I got to ruin people's day like that. And next, valuable skills I learned was customer service, phone etiquette and skills, computer/Microsoft Word skills, which I was really thankful for because I never really used computers like that unless it was like to do an essay for school. So I was actually using like a program that I needed to learn it, which I was kind of nervous about. I learned how to mail letters and how to take payments. Some memorable moments was, since my boss lives upstairs in the office, there was a lot of like her home life coming downstairs, her kids, her cats, her dogs. So I was with animals a lot in those images. I don't know how well you can see them, but I'm with a cat, I'm with a dog. So that was like really fun for me because I love animals. And also there was a little bit of downtime, and my boss, I always preferred that I didn't have my phone out, which understandable because I was the first person you see when you walk in. So I would read. So I kind of got into reading more because I'm not the kind of person to read, but now I feel I kind of learned an appreciation for that. And then the middle image is when I was cleaning our storage unit. Well, this is actually my boss's personal storage unit. She let me look at the CDs because I love CDs. So that was like my best day. But when I was cleaning our storage unit, I did find a cool jacket that my boss gave to me as a final gift, which I didn't image, but I loved it. So okay. Oh well, bonus, since I never got to go in the car wash area. People would like call or come in and ask questions like about the settings, and I just didn't know. So one time when my friend dropped me off for work, we washed his car so I can mess with everything. So that was just a little fun thing. So me on my first day, I was very slow on the computer. I didn't really know what I was doing. I kept making mistakes, and I have to print the same thing over and over again and make little tweaks. My boss would go in the back, and I would realize I made a mistake, and I didn't want to tell her, so I'd have to redo it on my own. And then by day 20, like by the end of it, I got the hang of the computer, and I was getting things done faster. My boss would be like, "Can you pull this up?" And I would pull it up. So I really got confident with that. And I got more confident with talking on the phone. Every time I answer the phone, I have to be, "Hi, this is Cody's Car Wash and Storage. How can I help you?" And I couldn't even get that out at the beginning. I would stutter over myself trying to say that. So I really did get confident with that. And a little bit about the storage industry that I thought was interesting, that it is really profitable. I never it's something you don't think about, but it's very low effort to run a storage company. Well, there's work, obviously, but it's just profitable, and I thought it was pretty cool. Next, okay. Me moving forward, my dream is to go into law. The internship hasn't changed that, but it for sure helped. I think I got to work with people more and like talk to people outside of my comfort zone, which is something you would need for law. So, and it just taught me like good work ethic, coming into work every day, even if I didn't feel like it. Like I don't want to spend my break working, but I still had to get up and do it. And I'll just take with me what I learned going forward. So thank you guys for listening, and everyone that does the program for giving me this opportunity.
And I think that's it.
Thank you all.
Get a picture. Okay. Can we get a picture of all the interns? with the
Yes,
board?
absolutely. Oh, in fact.
There you go.
I'm gonna ask, you guys were part of the interview process. Mr. Godfrey, come join me, Mr. Williams, Dr. Williams. And congratulations all. What am I-
Where's
I'm
Patty?
gonna place our
I'm gonna
board
hang
president
out with
random, if
Patty.
that's okay with Patty.
Ready? 1, 2.
May I
And then,
also?
hang on.
Yes.
There's more to come.
All right. This is for EXP. Can I have you guys on this side turn inward? There you go. Do the pattern and squish it. Squish it. Wonderful. All right, here we go. 1, 2, 3. Say EXP.
EXP.
Oh,
Get the symbol.
you good?
Good job, guys. Good job. Congratulations. Great, thank you, Patty.
Thank you. I
Thank you so much.
appreciate it.
Thank
I
you.
appreciate it.
You
Thank
did a
you.
great job.
Thank you, Patty.
Thank you so much.
Good job. Congratulations.
Thank you.
And I would just like to say, before we let Patty leave, that she got me involved in AXP a number of years ago. And I love this program. It was harder for me this year to get to the meetings and doing the things we needed to do, but Patty has done a wonderful job. What you kids have learned, it all connects to what you want to do in the future, and that's an amazing thing. And I'm glad you guys all enjoy it. I'm a big advocate for EXP, and Patty knows, and thank you guys all. Appreciate you.
Thank you so much. We appreciate your support definitely, so.
All right, next we have approval of minutes. We have no minutes to approve.
Not this evening.
All right, next we have business from the floor. The board meeting is a business meeting of the board held in public forum to comply with the Brown Act. It is not a town hall meeting with the board. This is the time for citizens to present problems or questions they feel the board should discuss. Individuals are encouraged to address the full board, not individual board members. The law prohibits the board from taking action on items not on the agenda. Requests to speak cards should be filled out in advance and presented to the superintendent, executive assistant. Instructions for submitting remote public comment can be found on the website busdk12.com under the tab Board of Trustees. The board has a policy limiting any speaker to not more than 3 minutes. The board limits the total time of public input on each item or topic to 15 minutes or 5 individual requests to speak. The president may review the submitted requests to speak or take a poll of speakers for or against a particular issue and may ask that additional speakers speak only if they have something new to add. Citizens who have comments on or against a particular issue may be asked to provide a written statement for the record or to sign in agreement with a written comment of another citizen. All names will be memorialized in minutes. With the board consent, the president may increase or decrease the time allowed for public presentations, depending on the topic and the number of persons wishing to be heard. For the record, please state your name.
So we do have one. This is Ashley Van Dyke, Director of Education, the Action Committee, City of Barstow.
Hold myself up there. Gonna roll right here. I'll try and keep it under the 3 minutes. I'm not the fastest reader in town. I heard a little something. Good evening. I'd like to introduce myself. My name is Ashley. I'm the director of the Barstow Education Action Committee. Our goal is to be supportive partner to the Barstow Unified School District and to help strengthen the connection between our schools, families, educators, community organizations, local business, and other education partners. We want to learn more about the programs, resources, and opportunities that are already available so we can help share that information with our community and support the work that is already being done. At the same time, the part of our role is also to listen with concerns that are brought forward. We believe issues should be addressed that are through open communication and collaboration. When something comes to our attention, our goal is not simply to point out a problem. We want to bring it to the forefront, have the right people at the table, understand what is happening, and work together towards the solution. I would also like to schedule a meeting with the superintendent and the principal of Barstow High School as we can come together and be more familiar with available resources and discuss a few concerns that have been brought up to the Barstow Education Action Committee, including an ADA accessibility concern at the high school, concerns from families and students not being picked up from buses, buses speeding in neighborhoods, and where students are traveling to and from schools. We want to approach all of these concerns with respect, cooperation, and share focus on what is best for our students and families. We are excited to work alongside Barstow Unified School District, support the positive work happenings in our schools, and help address concerns when they arise. Thank you for allowing me the opportunity to introduce myself.
Thank you. Next, we'll have.
We have another email.
Oh, I'm sorry.
And also a petition. Correct?
Correct. We received an email submission today at 10:37 this morning. So I'll go ahead and read it.
Go ahead.
Dear members of the board, I am writing as a parent and someone who has personally witnessed the positive impact Coach Lucky Martinez has had on my son and many other students at Barstow High School. I respectfully ask the board and district administration to reconsider the decision to remove Coach Martinez from the weight training class and allow him to continue in this assignment. My son has had the privilege of experiencing Coach Martinez in two important roles, as a student in his weight training class and as a player on his baseball team. Through both experiences, I've seen firsthand the dedication, encouragement, discipline, and genuine care Coach Martinez brings to the work with his students. His influence extends well beyond teaching proper technique in the weight room or coaching baseball. He challenges students to work hard, hold themselves accountable, support their teammates, and develop the discipline necessary to succeed both academically and personally. That type of influence matters. Coach Martinez has developed relationships with students that enable him to connect physical fitness to lessons in responsibility, perseverance, confidence, teamwork, and personal growth. Students benefit when the adults teaching and coaching them understand who they are, recognize their potential, and consistently expect their best. Coach Martinez has demonstrated that ability. His commitment also extends beyond his assigned duties. As a Barstow High School alumnus, Coach Martinez remains deeply invested in the school and its students. He supports BHS activities, shows up for students, and contributes to the school community in ways that go beyond what is required of him. Teachers and coaches who make that level of investment help create a sense of belonging and pride in a school. They help make Barstow High School more than simply a place where students attend classes. They help make it a community. The weight training program itself should also be viewed as more than just an athletic class. When taught effectively, it provides students with an opportunity to develop healthy habits while learning discipline, consistency, goal setting, personal responsibility, perseverance, and teamwork. Coach Martinez is uniquely positioned to reinforce those lessons because he can connect what students learn in the weight room to athletics, academics, and everyday life. As a parent, I have seen firsthand the difference Coach Martinez has made in my son's life. That experience is why I believe this decision deserves further consideration. When an educator is successfully engaging students, building relationships, reinforcing positive values, and contributing to the broader culture of the school, we should recognize and preserve that success whenever possible. I understand that staffing and teaching assignments involve considerations that parents may not always see or fully understand. However, I hope that the board will also consider the impact on students when making these decisions. Continuity, relationships, trust, effective mentorship have real value, particularly when an educator has demonstrated an ability to positively influence students. For these reasons, I respectfully ask the board and district administration to reconsider this decision and allow Coach Lucky Martinez to continue teaching weight training at Barstow High School. This request is not simply about preserving a teaching assignment. It's about preserving a program and an educator-student relationship that work, benefits students, and contributes positively to the culture of Barstow High School. Thank you for your time, your consideration, and your service to the students and families of our community. Respectfully, Janine Ellis, parent of Barstow High School student. I also received 16 pages of student signatures in support of Lucky Martinez. So I have that as well.
Thank you. Anything else?
That's it, sir.
That's it for.
Can we get a copy of what you just heard?
Yes.
All right, next we'll go to staff report. The Williams fourth quarter report, 25-26.
Mr. Godfrey.
Yes, we are in Williams monitoring season. We actually have 2 school sites tomorrow that we'll be visiting, ensuring that the facilities are in good shape and that students have all the core content material they need to learn. The 6 sites that we'll be visiting this year are Barstow Junior High School, Cameron, Henderson, Linwood, Montera, and Skyline. This report indicates that for the most recent review by the county, there were 0 findings in the following areas: instructional materials, school facilities, the school accountability report card, and teacher assignment monitoring. The teacher assignment monitoring information is for the 24-25 school year. In January, I'll come back with another report to review the 26-27 school year and the assignments. So at this point, we're in good shape with the monitoring from the county.
Thank you, Mr. Godfrey. And this is an information item.
Thank you. Next, we'll have superintendent's report.
Thank you, President Williams. Good evening, President Williams, members of the Board of Trustees, staff, families, and community. I am pleased to share that the 2026-2027 school year is off to an outstanding start. For the past several weeks, we have had many opportunities to come together as one district. We welcomed our newest educators through our annual new teacher training, celebrated our entire staff at our Welcome Back rally, and opened our campuses to students with tremendous energy and excitement. Our theme for this year is one district for every student. And it has truly been evident throughout each of these events. Most importantly, our students are back and they are the reason behind everything we do. Visiting classrooms and campuses during the first days, I have been encouraged by the excitement, curiosity, and enthusiasm our students are bringing into the new school year. As a district, we are continuing to dive deeply into our culturally responsive PBIS practice to create safe, welcoming, and supportive learning environments where every student feels a sense of belonging and is ready to learn. We're also placing a strong district-wide emphasis on literacy this year. It is the foundation of success in every subject and at every grade level. And we are committed to providing our teachers with the tools, resources, and support necessary to strengthen literacy instruction across all our schools. I'm incredibly excited to watch the growth, learning, and accomplishments of our students throughout this year. During the first week, cabinet members and I spent time across our campuses, greeting students, supporting staff, and connecting with families. I also attended several back-to-school nights where it was wonderful to see teachers and students proudly sharing their classrooms with their families. Last Friday, cabinet visited every site and department, and we delivered apples as a small gesture of appreciation of our employees and the incredible work they put into such a successful opening. I am also pleased to report significant progress on our summer construction projects. Our campus is successfully opened with major systems operational and improvement work at Barstow High and Barstow High School. Stadium is underway as well. We're working on that as well. We're going to have some new painting and upgrades there. So I'm excited to present that. Last week, I also met with Mayor Tim Silva to discuss strengthening collaboration between the district and the city and our community partners, including opportunities to reestablish Barstow area governments meetings as our community continues to grow. I want to thank our employees, families, community partners, and Board of Trustees for your continued support. We have started this year with tremendous momentum, and I look forward to seeing our students learn, grow, and thrive as we continue our commitment to one district for every student. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Board reports. Trustee Gibbons.
Thank you. I'll be really quick. I just want to say welcome back to everyone. It is a really good start this year, so thank you to George and everyone who's working. A lot of us at the district office, you only get off. You know, it's that 262, I think it is. So it's still a little different. So just thank you for all the work that you do. I want to say thank you to the kids that came out today, the young adults that were here from the EXP program. Their presentations were very insightful, and one of the common things I saw was that they all walked away learning something, right? Something with communication, something professional that we know they'll long, life-lasting changes for them. So that's great there. I want to say hi to James Campbell. He's in the audience. Divine Interventions, thank you for coming today. And then also thank you to you, Ashley, for your concerns. We appreciate knowing what we don't know. So thank you for coming out. That's all I really have. Thank you.
That's it. Thank you. Ms. Prayer.
I'd also like to welcome staff and students back as we start the new school year. Looking forward to another successful year. And also like to express my goodwill to the people who spoke this today. I think that program is fantastic. I mean, it gives, is there any way that could be expanded? I'm all for it. That gives students an excellent opportunity to see what's going on out there in the real world and what kind of experiences that they get. They all seem very motivated and ready to tackle the world. You know, they didn't seem like normal high school students. They were advanced. That's good to see. I look forward to another good year. And I was going to say something about the school nights, but most of them have passed. So, so maybe we could try to make some of those that haven't come about yet. That's all I have. Thank you.
What's this?
Yeah, I'd like to also thank the kids for the students for sharing their experience. You know, I'm 70 years old. And I can remember my summer jobs. You know what I mean? And I learned a lot on that. You know, I learned to get to work. I need, you know, to get paid. I needed to go to work. You know, it was one of the biggest things, and I like getting paid, and so I kind of like going to work. And it was awesome to hear them. You know, it sounds like a lot of them grew up. You know what I mean? And that's what it's all about. And then I was going around the schools about the last couple months, checking out a few projects at Henderson, STEM, the high school, and Montera. And I want to thank Mr. Gutierrez, Mr. Deaton, and Mr. Larson for giving me the opportunity to go around. And then, you know, I wasn't browbeating anybody. It was just, you know, I was just into it. And up here, you can tell that the new events here at the Henderson School, they look real nice. And here's a little what we took down. It kind of doesn't look very good. Here's a gas meter. It's pretty big. It's about 5 foot tall. It's not the same kind you have at your house. And this is the inlet. From the inlet to the street is the gas company's responsibility, and the outlet to the schools is the district's responsibility. Here's some new transformers they have up there at the Henderson School. They're very big. They're about 5 foot and 6 foot. And these are the new lines they put in. There's a lot of work done over at that school. And it was really nice to see. I went 3 different times. I seen the before and after, and it went along real good. You know, it was a good little experience. This is STEM. This is behind the new building they put. This new footing they're putting in there. Some drainage ditch coming from the parking lot down. And this is the new cement they put in coming from the principal's office. They had the grades only can be 3% for the ADA, you know, And I know a lot of people are saying, oh, we got too many rules in California and stuff. You know, say that to somebody that's on a wheelchair, you know what I mean? That needs to get to transportation and stuff. So, you know, that was great, the addition we had there. And here's, they put some new concrete here in front of the, at stem height, at the stem. This is on the south side of the campus. Here's the playground. Here's the new portable they put in. It looks real nice. Here's a nice job. I want to give a little props to the custodians. Nice shiny floor there and stuff. Looks pretty good. You know what I mean? And proud to say that I'm an old classified guy, you know. Now we got, and they had some leftover Sale Street, and they patched up the entrance there at the stem. This is the new parking ADA on the east side of the campus with a 6-foot new fence. That concrete looks real nice. This was it when they were building it. And this is it when they're, I guess, about a month before completion and stuff. But it looks really nice. And again, you know, ADA is a big thing, you know, and I'm a big opponent of it for the handicap. Here we go. We got the transformers at Montera, another brand new, got fenced area, got the air conditionings there at the, this would be the east side of the campus, right by the driveway. These were a lot of the ducts that they put in there in Montera, brand new ducts. You know, like I said before, you know, the kids, the staff, and the community deserve this, you know, and a lot of this was no cost to the district. A lot, not all of it, but there was some of it that was no cost to the district. And it's right here in Montera. This is the wall we put around to protect our air conditioning ducts and stuff because you know, we got some people that want to come vandalize our stuff, and you know, we need stuff like that. And again, I want to thank Doug and Mr. Larson, Soup. You know, you guys did a heck of a job. This is the ADA on the east side of Montera. The state calls it. I got to look this one up. It's called the path of travel. We have to comply with the state, and again, it's for the handicap, so they can say they need to get the public transportation and stuff. And this is before it was completed, the transformers and stuff right behind the building here. And here's another ADA compliance walkway here. It's the front side of that. The cement work was great. You know, concrete work was great. It's very hard, very tough work to do. Here's some more transformers over at Chris Lyon Elementary School. There's a lot of work done. Now we're at Barstow High School. I don't know. I think Aaron, who else? Maybe Christina, Mr. Williams. We all knew how. Oh, and the union president back there. They all knew this used to be the old girls' gym, and they had showers and all kinds of stuff. It was all taken out, and they're completing it to have it. So when they come in for halftime, they can sit around and they can have little chalk talks. Coaches can pat people on the back, tell them how good they're doing sometimes. And you know, some of the work's getting done. And this is not graffiti, it's stuff that a kid put up. It's the entrance to the football locker room. And here's some of the work that's not completed, but it looks real good. It's, you know, baby steps, you know, with progress, there's always little inconvenience, you know what I mean? And I want to give little props to the custodians at Henderson School. They worked without any air conditioning all summer long. They had a chance to go to other schools, but you know, they were troopers. Sam was trooper. They all stood there at their campus, and it was hot. They just had fans, you know. So you know, props to the classified people. They're proud of their jobs. This is a new carpet inside the band room at the high school. Looks real nice. This is the top ceiling. It was leaking from the cooler for years and years and years. It's fixed up. They got new carpet here. Just hope they take care of it. You know, everybody says, oh, Barstow don't have nothing. You know why? Because we don't take care of our stuff. That's why Barstow looks, you know, kind of crappy sometimes. And here's the guys filling in the cracks at the stadium. Here's some of the work they've done. Looks real nice. You know, the first game played on that stadium was 1958. So, you know, it's way up there in age. This is the back side of the shop area at the high school. This is just primer. It looks real nice now. They really did a heck of a job, you know, painting it up. This is the boys' gym. They painted the walls, ceiling. They put a new album up there for the high school. They got, I think it's 36 lunch tables inside. They're going to have it for the kids, you know, to eat when it's too hot, raining and stuff. And again, you know, I think it costs $68,000 to paint that gym. I hope they take care of it. You know, hope they don't kick balls on the walls and stuff. Again, people say Barstow don't have that. The reason Barstow don't have that is we don't take care of it. You know, not everybody's your friend. Sometimes you got to tell them take care of it. Look at that. That looks real nice. That looks nice. I don't know when. I don't even know if the ceiling was ever painted. It looks nice. You got to go check it out. It really does. It really looks nice. It's right here again. They painted everything there, you know. I couldn't believe it. You know what I mean? A four-man painting crew. They did a heck of a job. And what do you got? Oh, then we got inside the cafeteria. This is the new floor they put in there. They put some drainage for the ladies in the cafeteria. This is the exit there going to the east side of the cafeteria. It looks real nice. All the equipment. And there's the walk-in refrigerator, new floor again, equipment. It just looks nice. And, you know, I'm sure the ladies there at the cafeteria really appreciate it, and the students. And again, I want to thank Mr. Larson. Did a heck of a job. He's really on top of it. He's our new director over there. I'm really impressed with him. You know, like I said, he does, he goes up to them contractors and tell them they need to do that. He's not going to sign off on it unless they finish it, you know. So we're in good hands with Mr. Larson. Thank you, Mr. Deaton and Superintendent. Thank you for letting me do this. I really appreciate it. And go up there and look at the stadium. It looks real nice right now, you know what I mean? And the kids deserve it. The community does. And I guess that's all I got. You know, I'll get off my soapbox here, and thank you for letting me share.
Thank you.
Mr. Helder.
Just would also like to thank or welcome everyone back. You know, teachers, parents, whole community, everybody. As the superintendent, everybody else said, I think there's a lot of good positive momentum and energy coming into this school year. So hopefully we can, you know, keep that going. Was going to talk a little bit about the construction stuff, but I think Mr. East was nailed it. Yeah, just second everything he said. I've been to a lot of the different campuses and everything and seen all the work everyone's been doing. So thank you for everyone involved, for all your hard work and all that done. It does look nice. It was nice seeing the community out for the high school football, I don't know, scrimmage. I guess I don't know the exact title was for it, but watching, you know, kind of the different units go out there and play and get the kids out there in the community. And it was nice. It was definitely nice to see the kickoff to the new school year. And one part with the EXP that I thought it's interesting. Everybody kind of pulls out a little different piece, but hearing all their initial thoughts versus the reality after, right? Like after they get in there. And we all go through it. Every single person, right? You know, has those learning curves, but I think it's an awesome opportunity that we're all able to provide, you know what I mean, is that no matter who you are, how smart you are, capable you are, we all have those learning curves from whatever you thought and what, you know, the real expectations are once you get there. So I think it's awesome that we can provide opportunities like that for our kids. I think is just good stuff. So that's all I got.
Wow, okay. Yeah, I was going to say about the EXP program. I've been involved with it for a very long time. And I love the mentorship during the year, getting the kids prepared. We give them mock interviews. We sit there and get them to work together as a team. And to see these kids at the end let us know what their experience was. And, you know, getting more companies in this community to sponsor to have these kids so they can get that knowledge. You know, we beat up the school district to bring in more. I beat up the city to have them bring in the more. The police department, fire department, everyone. And to see it work, it's just a great thing. So that's just amazing. Like Mr. Yusuf said, we had a lot of work being done this summer. You know, not the stuff that we had planned on for years, but stuff we came up with during the year and threw it all on his plate and say, hey, let's get this done before school start. You know, to add more to it. You know, Mr. Larson is an amazing guy. And we went around last week and looked at where the progress was, and they were pretty much done. And that was always a good thing. So it went well. I had a long list of stuff that what was going on. Back to school night, back to work school event. We did amazing. We had a great time. We had a board retreat. Thank God we got out of there. We'd still probably be in there, but we worked together and we got out in time. That was impressive. And then we went and had a good lunch. So that was even better. I think he dangled the lunch in there.
Just go right. We got to get out if you want to eat.
That's it.
The escape room.
Yeah. We had a basketball clinic this summer. If you didn't know, at the MCLB, Christian Taylor, who was a graduate of Barstow High School, I love this kid because he brings his skills back to his home every summer, and he gives a basketball clinic, and he's a professional basketball player in the European League, and he brings his skills back home to teach these kids here in Barstow. And it was a good mix. We had youth from MCLB and the community, and it was just a great event out at MCLB. I'm telling you, I had a great time. Kids loved it. Couldn't ask for anything more. We had the backpack giveaway at the high school. Happy to see so many people there. So many people in this room were there. And, you know, it was the 10th year that the Optimist did the backpack giveaway. And this is my 10th time. I've been part of this thing since the beginning. And I love doing it, you know, giving back to these kids. And, you know, I walk around and see these kids going to school and I'm like, yeah, I remember that backpack, you know, and it's just an amazing thing that we do in this community to give back to our kids and to help the kids to be prepared for school. We also did haircutting event. I went to two. One at EC Barstow, which was an amazing event. And then we had another one at Gladys up there in the Stater Brothers Shopping Clinic. All day. I think we cut something like almost 80 kids' hair. Get them ready to look good, come back to school. Great event. You know, we had like 3 different barbershops get together and do that. And I'm so proud of those guys and gals who did that. You know, thank you so much for helping our kids. There was a lot of things that was going on this summer. I'm not going to read through all of them. I'll be here all night, but I'm glad to have you guys everybody back. You know, so far the school year has been going great. I've only got 1 or 2 calls from them, so I'm happy.
We're good.
We're good. So, and that's pretty much all I have to say.
Awesome. I forgot to mention, I saw Louise Carmichael as well. She's a big part of EXP, so I wanted to give her
Yes.
some love too. And then the welcome back ceremony that we had this year, there was a guest speaker. I think her name was Merlina Valentine.
Yes,
And just
exactly.
thank you for bringing her and inviting her to speak with us because she was extremely motivational. I mean, I was crying. So but it's all good tears, and just thank you for that. It was really nice, very moving. It set the tone. Thank you.
And if you want to see your board president do an outstanding job acting in a play on October 8th and 9th, we're doing Grapes of Wrath. So you can come and you can cheer me on. I take flowers. Okay. We have no student representative tonight. We just want to make sure that they actually do come to share. They really
We
need to
actually
share.
communicate that and also want to extend an invitation to Central High School. I have a representative from Central High School. I already had a conversation with Mr. Van Orman, so.
Outstanding. Next, we have representative report, BEA.
I'm a little tired of first week. First week's not bad, it's half days. It's that second week that gets you.
Oh, yeah.
That's when you're used to sleeping until noon. Okay, good evening. So welcome to the new school year. First, I want to take a moment to officially welcome the interim superintendent, Mr. Gutierrez. I think this is the first meeting I've actually been here with you here. I took a break, sorry. I needed a break. It has been an absolute pleasure working with him over this past month. In just a short time, I have already learned about Mr. Gutierrez that he is truly a man of his word. Thank you. We are genuinely excited for this new school year, and we're looking forward to building a strong collaborative relationship with what we hope to be our district's dream team leadership. As we look toward the future with a fresh perspective, we also want to address an area where we are hoping to see some positive change moving forward. In the past, there's been a standard practice of offering training of new curriculum and programs outside of regular contracted hours. While our members sincerely appreciate the opportunity for time card pay, we want to respectfully highlight the real challenges this creates. Many of our teachers have families to care for, second jobs, personal commitments, and medical appointments after the school day ends. Because of these responsibilities, attending after-hour training simply isn't feasible for everyone, regardless of the extra pay. Professional development is essential to our success, and our teachers want to be equipped with the best tools to serve our students. We are hopeful that under this new leadership, we can work together to find creative solutions that integrate essential training into the regular workday. Thank you for your time, your dedication to our schools, and our partnership. It's going to be a fantastic year. Thank you.
Next, we'll have CSEA.
Good evening, everybody. Welcome back to the 26-27 school year. Before I get into my little spiel here, I do want to start off with thanking our CSEA negotiations team, along with working with the district. We had 2 full days towards the end of July, 2 full days of just, really great talks, negotiating. Thought we were going to just be able to get it all done. We didn't, but we were thankful that we did come to an MOU agreement that is on the board agenda tonight regarding the health benefits, that we were able to agree upon an increase in the cap to help alleviate that huge increase in our health premiums that were going to be happening. So I just want to say thank you guys for that. I'm very grateful that we were able to come to an agreement on that. And we do have a date tomorrow set for our negotiations, and hoping we can just get it all wrapped up for that set of negotiations. So back to my regularly scheduled program. I hope everyone had an opportunity to enjoy some time off this summer. I want to recognize our classified employees who continued working throughout the summer. Even when our campuses are quieter, there's still a lot happening behind the scenes. Thank you to everyone who supported our summer programs, maintained and prepared our campuses, worked in our offices, and helped get everything ready for our students and staff to return. As we begin the new year, the district's theme, One District for Every Student, is a great reminder that we are all here for the same reason. Every student matters, and every one of us has a role in helping them succeed. Our classified employees serve our students and this district in so many different ways. We work in classrooms, offices, cafeterias, maintenance and operations, technology, student services, and throughout our campuses. Each of these roles is different, but they contribute to creating schools where our students can learn, feel supported, and be successful. This year also marks the beginning of CSEA's second century. At our 100th annual conference, Association President Adam Weinberger talked about the importance of classified employees continuing to build greater representation and having a voice in the decisions that affect the work we do. One message that stood out was that recognition is important, but so is having the opportunity to be a part of the conversation. I think that fits well with the idea of one district for every student. Being one district means working together, communicating with one another, and recognizing that we each bring different experiences and perspectives to the table. As we move into this school year, CSEA looks forward to continuing to build that relationship with our district and our board. We appreciate the opportunities we have to communicate, collaborate, and work through issues together. We know we may not always see everything the same way, but being able to have those conversations and to listen to one another is how we continue moving forward. Our classified employees care deeply about this district, our schools, and most importantly, our students. We are proud to work with our members every day, and we look forward to doing our part to make the 26-27 school year a great one. Thank you.
All right. Next, we have the Personnel Commission. I won't skip you this time.
All right, thank you. Good evening, good evening, board members, staff, and guests. This is the report from the Personnel Commission for today, this week. On our statistics, we currently have 0 interviews in process. We have 0 recruitments that are in the testing stage. We do have 1 recruitment that is open currently on EdJoin. We have 397 classified employees total, 173 8-hour full-time, 134 benefited part-time, and 90 non-benefited part-time, less than 4 hours. On the classifications, on security, we have no vacancies. On safety, there's 3 vacancies that we filled, so we did have interviews last week. BHS and BIS, and they're currently being onboarded, so we're processing those. We have office assistant that was also interviewed for 3 sites, and those offers were made, and those individuals are being onboarded. The senior office assistant was also interviewed and filled, so we got that out of the way. And we also had another large para interviews, or parapaloozas that we call them. We interviewed for the para TK positions and also the para equity multiplier positions. We combined them all. We had a great day on the Friday the 31st, I believe it was. Those offers have been made. We're currently onboarding. Some of the individuals didn't accept the position because of conflicts with their child care and so on and so forth, but we're working through all those challenges to be able to fill those positions as best we can. By the way, we're obviously moving to the new location. We've been working on that over the last couple of weeks. I was moving, fill 2 boxes, take them over, and then come back and answer phone calls and emails, and then fill another one. And I did that over a couple of days to try to get moved. I wanted to recognize 2 of the staff that are here that I was moving my a desk chair and boxes and some other things, and everything just fell in the parking lot. I broke a couple of things, but there was no judgment. And Carrie and Alex helped me carry my stuff to the office, so I do appreciate it. Thank you so much. There was no judgment in that. It was. Yeah, I scratched somebody else's chair, not mine. So I apologize. But we're about 85% unpacked. It's like moving a home, right? You find all this stuff in closets, you don't know what you have, and then all of a sudden it's a bunch of boxes. So we're going through all that. We're putting everything away. We're about 85% unpacked. We're working on it every day. Our computers and phones are operational finally. So it took us a couple of days to get all that figured out. We're waiting for our furniture to come in, some of the desks and chairs that we're using for the testing center. So the bases were delayed and in transportation, so they're stuck in New Jersey. I think that's where they're coming from. So we'll get them next week is our target date. And then as soon as we get all that set up, then we can get our laptops, computers, and kick off and start to kick off. So once we're fully moved in and we have our monitors and everything set up, we'll try to have a housewarming party. So we'll invite everybody to the community so that they can come see the new location and give it the proper welcome that we need to give. And again, thank you to the district for your support on that. We recognize that was one of our bottlenecks, and we're trying to fix that problem. And this will be a solution. And on to the next one, right? To see what else if there's an inefficiency or something else we can fix, we can try to fix. On to other stuff. So as I reported, we're currently onboarding lots of individuals. All those offers that were made in the last 2 weeks, right? So those are all being onboarded. So the staff is really hard at work and all of that. And let's see, what else do I have for you? I think we reported on that. Our next PC meeting, we were dark in July. Our next meeting is this coming Thursday, August 13th at 4:30 p.m. And we welcome everybody. We're going to have the meeting here, obviously. And if you have any questions, I'd be happy to answer.
No. Thank you, sir.
Thank you so much.
All right. Do I have a motion to adopt the agenda?
So move.
Do I have a second?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
No opposed. And for communication, consent agenda. Would any member like to pull an item? I would like to pull A214.
And that one goes to Mr. Godfrey.
They gotta vote on the.
I'm sorry.
Do I have a motion to approve with items pulled?
So moved. Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
All right. Now we'll go back to K214.
Read the recommendation.
He's getting there. He's reading the recommendation.
Okay. Yeah.
Say to read it.
You gotta read the recommendation.
Oh, I'm sorry. Thank you. I have it.
You have it? Good.
Recommend the Board of Trustees approve the consultant agreement with Box Out Bullying to provide production assembly and for Henderson Elementary School for the 26-27 school year.
Mr. Godfrey?
Yes. This is an anti-bullying assembly that Henderson Elementary would like to bring into their school site. It is a direct reaction to one of our Office of Attorney General stipulated judgment items, item number 6. And that the description for that is to plan for full implementation with 3 years of a CRPBIS program, which will include a social emotional learning curriculum, restorative practices, teaching, reteaching, and reinforcing behaviors, and conflict resolution. So this is a direct reaction to that. As part of our DLT work that I oversee in relation to the judgment, this is sort of the cart before the horse, because as we move forward for this school year, assemblies like this will come to the district leadership team and be approved by this group to make sure it's meeting all the tenets of the requirement. And this is probably maybe too much information, but one of the things we ask our school sites to do is to hold tier 1 team meetings where they're looking at student behavior. And when they see a red flag where there's more than 10 instances of specific behavior like bullying, then we would ensure that SEL, social emotional learning lessons, would be administered to the teachers so that the students were either taught or retaught the proper behavior. With this program, they offer a parent workshop. It's a one-time thing. It comes with materials. They have a pre-assembly study guide, a post-assembly lesson plan for teachers to use in the classroom. And again, it does satisfy partially the item number 6. But again, as we move forward, the DLT will be reviewing these kinds of requests and bringing them to the board as needed. I will give you a quick snippet of what the assembly looks like for grades 3 through 5, which this would be at that school, grade 3 and 4. High energy assembly uses audience participation, special effects, live theater excitement to clearly define bullying and unpack its different forms, direct and indirect. They will, the key here is audience will understand the difference between bullying and conflicts. That is in alignment with our SEL program that we have adopted district-wide. It is acceptable for part of the item 6 requirement, but as we move forward, we'll want our teams to really dig into the data and make sure that this type of training is coming at the appropriate time, kind of in alignment with the data.
So my question, this is for the elementary.
Yes.
Do we have something similar to this for the junior high? And I know we go through a process, but for the junior high and the high school?
We've had examples in the past where we brought assemblies like this from Barstow Junior, Barstow STEM, and Barstow High. I don't recall if we've had any submissions yet this year, but there have been some in the past. But as our district leadership gains more strength and efficacy, you'll see that these types of assemblies will be vetted and actually required by the DLT. So when the DLT is reviewing data for school sites, if we find that there's a red flag for bullying at a site, we're going to reach out to that site and say, how are we addressing this? It may not be an assembly. It may be a lesson within our curriculum that we ask all of the teachers at the site to deliver and engage the student in discussion.
We all know that really a big issue across the community, bullying issue. It's just a hard thing to get a hold of and to get fixed. And I like the idea of 3rd and 4th grades because you catch them young and they understand, and then that doesn't continue on throughout their school cycle. So I just wanted everyone to know these are the things that we're doing within a district to help alleviate this problem. And we've done other things, but this is just one. And I always like to highlight to the community that, people love to say, we're not doing anything for bullying, but it's very difficult. We understand that, but we are always looking for something new to do. Thank you. Appreciate it. Go ahead.
I don't know what the easiest format would be, whether it would be electronic or paper, but if we could see that on the parent side, just whatever those materials are.
Yeah.
I don't know if which way to ask that or direct that.
Well, we're talking parents at Henderson Elementary.
Yeah, like whenever you were talking about the parent piece where there's either a workshop / just whatever that is.
Yeah, my office will work with Ms. Kimberly Miller to make
Okay.
sure that they're being preemptive, getting that material out to parents and making sure that they're doing a good job of promoting it so that more parents show up than not.
Can we see it?
Yeah, I'll make sure of that.
Okay.
Are you referring to pre-screening in case they want to opt out or
No, just whatever. So like they're going to be presenting information to the
Gotcha.
parents, and then the
Yes.
parents are going to be interacting with their kids / the students in this, just to know what are we asking the parents, what is, if I were a parent and I'm receiving that packet or I'm having that interaction, what would that look like?
we can certainly get that electronically. Mr. Godfrey will work with Ms. Miller on that and we'll
I can put it in a Friday report.
Yeah, let's put it on a Friday report as well.
Thanks.
But I think another step would be to communicate with the parents as well. What, correct? Is that what you're asking?
Well, I was just saying, at least just for us, I mean, yes, I would hope, I'm
Yes.
imagining the
All
principal's
parents.
already
Not just
doing
board
that,
members,
but
but
just
yeah.
specifically like for, I would like to see it. I would
Mhm.
imagine, yeah, the rest of the board would probably like to see it as well.
We will definitely provide that information.
Thanks. Yeah.
And this is presented to the board for approval today.
Do I have a motion to adopt K 214?
So moved.
Do I have a second?
Second?
All in favor?
Aye.
None opposed. All right, moving right along. General discussion items. Lima 11, 2026-27 calendar board event. Recommending the Board of Trustees approve the calendar board events for the 2025-2026 school year as presented.
Thank you, President Williams. So as what you have in front of you on the attachment is the monthly breakdown of the topics and board items that, normally come to the board every year, normal cadence by every department. And the whole year is presented to you for approval tonight.
Do you have any questions?
At this time.
All right. Can I get a motion?
I move we approve.
Do I have a
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
No opposed. Next, we have Lima 12, resolution number 03-2026-27, board delegation of powers and duties of governing board, Dr. Vincent E. Williams, Jr. Recommending that the trustees adopt resolution number 2026-27, delegating the authority to execute specific powers and duties of the governing board to Dr. Vincent E. Williams, Jr. in accordance with Educational Code 35161.
Thank you, President Williams. So this authorizes our interim assistant superintendent of personnel services to execute signatures, be a assignee to fulfill the job description as he's entrusted with. And this will allow him to be able to sign notice of employment for certificated staff, classified notice of employment for temporary students, and among other things that fall under those ed codes. And it's presented to the board for approval tonight.
Do I have a motion?
So move.
I should say, do I have any questions? I'm sorry.
I don't have a question, but I just want to say thank you to Dr. Vinny and Jorge as well, like for stepping up the way you guys have, but I don't have any questions.
What does the E stand for?
Edward.
Okay, I thought so.
Like my father before me.
Yeah.
Just curious, when you see it all written out, it makes you want to ask.
Very full.
He hesitated a little bit with that.
All right, do I have a motion?
So moved.
Second? Or did you want to second it, Ray?
Second,
I think
yeah.
Ray had a second before I did.
All in favor?
Aye.
0 opposed. Lima 13, revision of board exhibit 4040, employees' use of technology, acceptable use agreement. Presented for information is an updated board exhibit 4040, employee use of technology.
So thank you, President Williams. So what we have an actually updated, and this is actually an information item tonight.
Yes.
For 4040, which is the employee use of technology. Some of the updates include all the AI, all the new stuff, because our board policy predated the new technology that we currently use. Also, another big area of update is using personal devices at the school site. Some of the restrictions with that, protection of confidential employee information, among other things. And tonight it's an information item. We have the attachment there for the as an exhibit. And like I said, it's an information item. It'll come back for approval on a future board meeting.
Any questions?
Not so much a question, it's just like a generalized comment. That we do have a lot of these that come up. We renew our policies regularly. And I just want to kind of say out there, like, to everyone, whether you're a parent, whether you're a student, whether you're classified, certificated, whatever, anytime you guys see this out there, this is also your opportunity to know what's in the policies and also give any input, feedback, or otherwise. Whenever we are talking about these or crafting these, we always do take into consideration what any of all the different stakeholders do have to say. So anytime that we do put these out, they may seem slightly mundane, but any of these policies is what is going to govern this entire district. So if there are any times that you see it, whether it's this policy or any other one, please, by all means, bring it up or let us know and we can take it into consideration.
Anyone else? No? All right. Moving right along. Lima 1-4, revision of board policy, exhibit 6163.4, student use of technology.
So again, this is similar to 4040. It's just on the student side, AI, personal use of technology, and it's an information item as well. And it will come in a future board meeting. We'll go into a little bit more detail, give a little synopsis, give the public an opportunity to read through this to see if they have any comments before we approve.
AI is a big question out there these days. So yeah, when I read this, I was like, it's a lot. Yeah, it's a lot. No questions? We'll move right along. No educational service, no pupil service. Business services. Lima 4-1, AB 1200/2756, public disclosure of Barstow Education Association, BEA, and Classified School Employees Association, chapter number 306, CSEA agreement. Recommend the Board of Trustees approve the AB 1200/2756 with the Barstow Education Association and the Classified School Employees Association, chapter number 306, CSEA.
Thank you, Mr. President Williams. So this item precedes three of the upcoming items under certificate in classified and management. And it's the AB 1200/2756. Basically just stating that, if the board chooses to approve the recommendation presented tonight on the MOUs for CSA and BEA and the adjustment of health and welfare for management, that we are fiscally solvent and will meet the 3% requirement. It has been, vetted by the county, and the certification letters are there. And I'll turn it over to Mr. Beaton if I miss anything.
No, I think you got it all, but I'll read my statement so that it's all.
Perfect. Go ahead, sir.
So before the board takes action on the proposed agreements, I want to briefly explain the AB 1200 public disclosure that accompanies the following MOUs that we'll be discussing later. AB 1200 requires school districts to publicly disclose the fiscal impact of a proposed collective bargaining agreement before the governing board takes action on that agreement. The purpose is to make sure that the board and the public have information regarding the financial effect of the agreements and whether the district can meet those obligations while maintaining fiscal solvency. For this agreement with the Barstow Education Association and the California School Employees Association, the proposed agreements covers the 26-27 fiscal year from July 1, 2026 through June 30th, 2027. The agreement provides for an increase in the district's contribution toward health and welfare benefits. The total proposed cost of the agreement for the current fiscal year is approximately $1.3 million. As part of the AB 1200 process, the district submitted its fiscal information to the San Bernardino County Superintendent of Schools for review. The county's review indicates that based on the fiscal information submitted, the district will be able to maintain the required 3% unrestricted general fund reserve for the current fiscal year and the two subsequent fiscal years. This is an important part of this disclosure. The purpose is not to simply identify the cost of the agreement, but also to demonstrate that the district has a fiscal capacity to meet the financial commitments created by the agreement while maintaining the required reserve. So following board approval, the district was required to enter the budget revisions implementing the agreement into the financial system by September 25th, 2026. And so in summary, the AB 1200 disclosure provides the board and the public with the fiscal information associated with the agreements, and the county's review confirms that the district can maintain the required reserve under the assumptions and fiscal information submitted. And the superintendent recommends it.
Thank you, Mr. B.
Do you have any questions?
No.
Nope. Do I have a motion?
So
I
moved.
move we approve.
Second?
Second.
Okay. All in favor?
Aye.
No opposed. No technology information services, personnel services, certificated. Lima 6A1, BEA MOU number 2627-001, Health and Welfare Benefits for Barstow Unified School District and Barstow Education Association. Recommended the Board of Trustees approve the BEA MOU number 26-27-001, Health and Welfare Benefits between the Barstow Unified School District and the Barstow Education Association.
Thank you, President Williams, and I'll turn this over to Dr. Williams.
Sure. We have two MOUs in front of you tonight. I'm going to speak separately on them, obviously, but I think a lot of the things that I can say for one, I can say about the other. I'll start by saying these are presented to the board tonight in the form of an MOU to get these approved, to get association agreements in order to have the impact be seen by our members, or by our employees at the upcoming paycheck. You know, this is something that we could have continued through the normal negotiation process with, and eventually the dollar amounts would have been the same and every employee would have been made whole. But this allows for these increases to take effect right away and to avoid any of the expected high out-of-pocket costs that both BEA and CSEA were scheduled to have starting at this next paycheck. So I want to thank both associations for being willing to have those negotiations in this manner and for their care and consideration in this. And so for BEA, this agreement was made between the district and representatives of BEA. So I want to thank Ms. Lewis and Ms. Barella for taking time out of their summer to come in and really go through these things and really take time on them. I know this is a one-page MOU and it's just a change in numbers, but I want the board to know that this represents a lot of hard work and consideration with our association members. And so it is presented tonight to the board for their approval.
Do you have any questions? No. Do I have a motion?
So move.
Second?
Second?
All in favor?
Aye.
No opposed. Classified. Lima 6B1 Memorandum of Understanding MOU number 26-27-001, Health and Welfare Benefits between Barstow Unified School District and the California School Employees Association. Recommended the Board of Trustees approve CSEA Memorandum of Understanding MOU number 26-27-001, Health and Welfare Benefit for the 26-27 school year between Barstow Unified School District and the California School Employees Association.
Thank you, President Williams, and I'll turn this over to Dr. Williams again.
Yeah, one of the reasons that it took as many days kind of in negotiations that it did to come to these final agreements didn't really have anything to do with disagreements or anything back and forth. It's because healthcare, we all know, is different for each person. It's an incredibly personal decision when our employees decide what plan to sign up for, how it impacts them, their families, their children, their partners and loved ones. And so we actually did look at a lot of data around what employees had signed up for, what things had been in the past, how it impacted them monthly on their paychecks. And so it was a lot of trying to do things that made sure that every dollar that was spent was having the greatest impact possible. And so in the AB 1200 that you saw earlier, Mr. Beaton referred to a general increase to the budgetary item, and that percentage is true. But I want you to know that each of these numbers was really planned out to correspond with the cost of healthcare of the different plans and to maximize its impact on the most members and employees within our school district. So I want to thank the CSEA team for coming in on those days and making sure that we met the timelines to be approved by 6/10. And I want to thank them for having a meeting and for all of the CSEA members who exercised their right to vote and approve this MOU before we brought it to the board tonight.
Any questions? No. Do I have a motion?
So move.
I have a second?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
No opposed. Management and confidential. Name of 6C1, health and welfare benefits between Barstow Unified School District and the certificated management and classified management and confidential staff. Recommending the Board of Trustees approve the modified cap of all certificated management, classified management, and confidential staff.
Thank you, President Williams, and I'll turn this over to Dr. Williams as well.
So our management team and classified confidential staff is not represented by any association, but we still were able to reach this update to increase them to bring their out-of-pocket costs to that of what you just approved for our classified certificate employees. So I want to acknowledge the work of Mr. Gutierrez and Mr. Beaton in figuring out what that would be and making sure that these things are ready for the September meeting. And I want to thank all of the managers who are part of the negotiation teams and also gave their input into this change for management as well. We're happy to present it to the board for approval.
Any questions? No. All right. Do I have a motion?
So move.
Do I have a second?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
All opposed? We do not have to go back into, let me back up here. Do we have any item for a future board meeting?
Good.
Yes, I do. I was at the first day of school at the intermediate school, and one of the students came up to me and he said that him and his aunt watched these meetings every once in a while, and he wanted, I guess they had an exercise in his class last year before school was ended, and he wanted me to ask the all us board members for the next meeting when we give our input to share 2 things that people really don't know about us. So next meeting, if we all could participate in that, and so next time I see the kid, I can tell him I kept my word and stuff. And I think I have one thing I already know what I want to share.
I don't
So-
know. Can be done there.
Board report?
Yeah, that's what I said. I
Board
don't think
report.
we can do it during our board reports.
Huh?
We can do it during our board report.
No, that's right. Board input. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. The
Perfect.
next meeting.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Thank you.
Remind us.
Mine, I had brought it up before, but it has slightly changed. I know we spoke a little bit, was about the air
Yes.
monitoring. And also I had found out that depending on the program, that there's actually like a student piece that can go along with it, where basically they can, learn about it and the data. And I don't know the full ins and outs of it, but I know there are like different grants. I know you had mentioned one of them, but just just so everybody's like, as far as air monitoring at the school sites, airnow.gov is the national side where the air quality is monitored by different sites. But different either municipality, school districts, whatever, can have their own air monitoring, especially that we have such a large geographical area in Barstow, what the air situation may be like depending on the conditions in, say, Lenwood Elementary may be completely different than what's going on at Skyline or Montera. So there are some low cost alternatives. That way we could be monitoring whatever the air quality is for each of the school sites. It can be live, so then they can give the principals faster, more up-to-date information to make better decisions on, kids' health. So
We will definitely include that in one of our future meetings. I know we have to get more information. The county superintendents right now are working through the JPA to look at the Perry-weather. And we've asked if that has air quality control measuring systems, and I've been told that they have. So we're gonna look into that. And I know there's other resource that was shared to the superintendent. that we're gonna be looking at. I think it's something that, it's important for our community. Air quality changes. We were very spread out here in Barstow. From Linwood to Montara, it's completely different, uh, levels. So, yeah, I think safety is important. We can fold this into the safety plans as well. I've already had discussions with our risk manager, and what we're trying to do is kind of unify our efforts and bring our CWA, our people services director, our risk manager, create a district-wide safety committee so that we can look at all aspects in safety, including air quality, weather, safety plans, evacuation, drills, all of that. All of that encompasses in terms of safety at a school site. So yeah, we're going to be working on that.
It was a big issue.
If I may,
Okay.
so it's like $20,000 per location, but the risk management team down at the county is looking to see if we can group together and see if we can get a discounted price for those. So that is the next best thing right now. So it's a very worth it one.
Because we've seen Barstow's, when the fertilizer plant caught fire a couple of years ago. We thought we had these monitors in town, and lo and behold, they hadn't been working. So it's a big issue, and it's very important. So, yeah, that's a good thing.
A community member shared some other resources that are a little bit cheaper that we could probably kind of be more aggressive with that. They're cheaper. We could actually put them at school sites. And then while we're waiting for Perry and getting information on that, this one's specifically for air quality. So we'll have a conversation and then we'll see if we could kind of implement that sooner rather than later. Because, I know working with as an entire community of 33 districts in the county and 33 superintendents, and, it might take a little bit longer. So I think that we have an opportunity to act a little bit, be a little bit more proactive to get those implemented sooner. So we'll talk. Okay. And then we'll bring it to the board for approval if needed, or put on a report, on a Friday report. We'll be able to communicate with you guys where we are with that whole process. Thank you.
I'd like to add one more person to, well, we can discuss it later on, but what's his the maintenance manager's name, director?
John Larson.
Mr. Larson. Give us a monthly update.
Yeah, absolutely.
I think that would be a great idea. So, people will know how much work that we're actually doing within the district. And to see that we are working on a lot of different things. It would be great, maybe a monthly update, Mr. Beaton.
Yes, we'll add it into the staff reports.
I think he's wanting do you want him to present or just an item?
Just present.
Okay, present.
Yeah, just like
So
all
we'll
the
do a
rest of them.
presentation.
Yeah. Just let us know what's
Absolutely.
going on in the district.
Yeah, I think that's
maintenance
important.
wise.
Absolutely.
All right. So we got that. We don't have to go back in the closed session. So do I have a motion to adjourn?
So move.
Do I have a second?
Second.
All in favor? Aye. No opposed, and we adjourn at 7:04.